All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Top Line. It's your boy Chris, and all right. The Toronto Raptors put a dub in the books. They needed this. They needed this win, man. And they played different. Led tonight by OG Anunoby, man. Let me get that out. OG had 29 points tonight, man. 11 of 21, 4 of 10. I thought 3 or 4 from the free throw line. I thought he really set the tone early though. Like he gave them that pop, right? Like right out the gate, he gave them that pop. And I was like, that's what they need. That's what they needed right there at the beginning of this game, man. Just because, coming off of the previous game, you kind of felt like, all right, who gonna pop through? Who gonna be that jolt of energy? And for one, one thing about OG, man, he just silent. He just silent, go about his business. But he puts the work in. He grinds hard. He plays hard. Man, I just love when you have games like this because it just proves that hard work pays off. Steady Freddy. The ever-beloved Steady Freddy, man. 28 points, 10 of 21, 5 of 9 from the three-point line, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, 28 of them things. Now listen, what I loved about Steady Freddy game tonight is he forced the action in the paint a lot. Like, yeah, he took 9 threes, but at the same time, he forced the action. Like, and that's what I want to see him do more of, because he can finish around the rim, but he just do not try it. Like, he is crafty, but sometimes you be like, that ain't in his game, but then you be like, no, he can. Especially if you're going to switch a big on him, he can finish around the rim. You just don't see enough of it. I love the way he played tonight, man. Pirtle, the glue, 12 points tonight, 12 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. What don't show on the stat sheets for him is how different the opposing team have to play, right? You look at when Pirtle was in his game and when he wasn't, and how Gafford was able, I think that's his name, was able to just be monstrous. Then Pirtle come in, that changes. And so I think his contribution tonight don't show up on the box score or the stats, but when you look at it overall, you'll see his impact on the game, even though he only played 26 minutes. And they monitoring his minutes. I've been noticing that too. They've been keeping his minutes pretty pedestrian. But I got to give a shout out to my guy, Koloko. Now, Koloko tonight had no points. He was 0 for, he only took 2 shots. But he was a presence as well. He's going to get better with the fouling and that. I get that. But he was a presence. I seen 2 or 3 blocks back to back to back. So you know it's just there. The athleticism is there. The height is there. The ability is there. It's just putting it all together. I think from the difference between year 1 and year 2 gonna be leaps abound for Koloko, man. Cause it's there. It's like, y'all know, and maybe I'm homering right now, but I just see it. I see it in Koloko. It just got to get put together a little bit, man. It got to be put together. But and another thing, they miss him like 3 times on his rolls to the basket. They did miss him, maybe because he hasn't earned that let me look for him type thing. With Pirtle roll, you like, I'm gonna try to get him that ball. I know he gonna finish. Koloko got to earn that. I get it, man. I get it. But I thought he had a hell of a game. Scotty Barnes in his return, 5 of 14, 0 for 2 for 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, all around game, 13 points, played well. First game back, he got to get his feet up under and get back into the groove of things. But that injury that he's dealing with, man, I really hope he can, get right come playoff time, because they're gonna need him. Boucher gave you 6. He played 22 minutes, only gave you 6 points, but don't it feel like he did more? Like, I'm just being honest. It felt like he did more. And when you look at him, I'm like, what? Like, he was all over the place. It just, yeah. Tonight is one of those nights where you say that effort. It just feel like, I'm looking at this, I'm like, what? Koloko only had 3 blocks? I know I counted more than that. What? Pirtle only had 12. Boucher only had 6. What? Like, you felt like they did so much more. Like, they were so active. And now, first of all, hats off to the Wizards, because they got this thing all the way. Like, they were down by 20 and then came back, and they had a phenomenal third quarter, 38-24. Like, they took off. Now the Raptors got to fix that. You can't allow teams to come out of the locker room heading into the third quarter. You can't allow them to come out and really just decide to, take off. Because you got to, and I've caught the Raptors doing this before, you could catch them sleeping coming out of third, right? Like, and they have to know that the other team, especially if they're down already, they're going to come out swinging in that third. So you got to prepare to come out swinging as well. But all in all, man, I was impressed by their way to take those haymakers, right? Because Washington came out and hit them with the whop whop, and then that thing, they looked dazed, and then they fought back and got things back. But I mean, hell, the Washington Wizards are an NBA team too. They get paid. They get paid too. So you got to understand that they're going to come out and fight. They're going to come out and give it their all. That's what they did. You can't expect nothing less. It's one of those games, man. Kristaps Porzingis, 26 points. Kispert, 19. I can't pronounce his name. Adavaja, 15. So I mean, they played a rounded game, man. No Bradley Beal tonight, so I know that had to be, that was kind of a stinger for the Washington Wizards. But like I always say, man, you can only play who's in front of you. Like people are like, oh, it don't count. No, it counts. I ain't tell them not to beat up. So don't tell me it didn't count because somebody wasn't in the game, whatever. And this 2 in a row now because they did lose that first game against Washington. How do I know? Because I was there and I had to witness it. And there was some Wizards fans right in my face to rub it in my face as I watched them beat the Raptors. So 2 in a row for the Raptors. Good bounce back. Gotta keep putting pedal to the metal, man. Just one game at a time. But OG, if he I'm not saying 29 every night, but just be able to write him in for 18 to 22. Like that number right there is more than doable. But you also got to remember he does expend a lot of energy on the defensive end. And then at the same time, man, the energy from Boucher can be infectious. Precious got back out there a little bit today. Still no Gary Trent Jr. We'll see when he get back. But all in all, man, hell of a game, hell of a win. The Toronto Raptors, they fighting in that play-in, man. They fighting in that play-in. I know they want to get out of that play-in. It's gonna be a hard road. But if they find a way to get to that 6th seed, I don't even know if they got enough games. I haven't looked. But they can find a way to get to that 6th seed, then it bodes well, man. But anyway, congratulations to the Toronto Raptors. Got another big dub. Gotta keep stacking, baby. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, you guys be great, man.